In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the Osprey Radial 26 backpack. This is a pack that's made specifically for bicycle commuting. It can also be used for hiking or everyday as well, but it's got some really cool features made just for bicycle commuting. And this is a technical pack. And what that means is it's very well thought out with some very cool specific features. Now they make the Radial in a 26 and they make it in a 34. This is the brand new one that just came out for 2017, and I'll point out one of the main differences between this one and the old one. The new one is offered in a red and a black. The previous model was offered in a black and kind of a fluorescent green color. So the 26 just means the number of liters. This is a medium large, and I would really recommend measuring your torso. And the way that you do that is kind of from your C7 vertebrae down to the top of your hips. And there's places online where you can figure out how to measure your torso. Mine measured to be an 18. I was right between the small medium and the medium large. I went with the medium large. This one is actually 2 liters larger than the smaller size pack. The smaller one is 24 liters. This one's 26. And in the 34, the smaller size is a 32 and the larger one is a 34. So take that into consideration. One of the reasons I went with this is because in the wintertime, if I'm wearing a bigger jacket, I wanted to size up a little bit so that I would be able to fit it on easier if I had some bulkier clothing. So let me go right into the number one feature that I love about the Osprey packs. And I have also the Stratos, which is a hiking, kind of a day hiking pack, and it has the same feature, and that is the Airspeed back panel. Now this is not on every Osprey pack, but this is a feature that for me is key. I ride and commute in a very hot and humid environment, especially obviously in the summertime. And what this does is it allows the pack to sit off your back. And if a pack is sitting directly on your back, one is you get to work or wherever you're going and your t-shirt is just soaked in the back. Also, if you've ever had something in a backpack that just kind of presses against your back, maybe it's a laptop or something like that, that just kind of annoys you and presses into your back, this suspends the pack so that it does not press into your back. And there are not very many packs out there that have this feature. That's one reason I really like Osprey packs, is because of this particular feature. The shoulder straps on this pack are also ventilated, and they've got a mesh which allow the air to flow through and make it more comfortable. They're also suspended by these cords here, and you can actually adjust these. So you can pull this up, tighten them up, and pull the pack closer to your body, or let it suspend off. And again, that makes for a pack that's very comfortable. The sternum strap is very adjustable. You can just slide this up and down. And the sternum strap also has a built-in safety whistle. So pretty cool. Again, there's a lot of features built into this pack and make it a very well thought out pack. It also has a waist strap that is obviously very adjustable as well. So that's something that you may want to use or may not want to use depending on the type of riding that you're doing. Looking at the back of the pack, you have a clip-on for a light, so a rear blinking light, which is a great safety feature. You also have a pocket on the back that is made for carrying a U-lock, or you could put some other things in here. It is very well ventilated, so this mesh could be a nice place to put some sweaty clothes or something like that you don't want to stick inside the pack. Also on the back is a helmet clip, and this is actually adjustable. You can adjust it from within the pack to determine how tight this bungee cord is. And I'll demonstrate. You can just put the helmet on and you pull this up through the helmet, put it onto the pack, so when you get to where you're going and you don't want to carry your helmet in your hand, you can just put it on the back. If you don't want to stretch it out too far, sometimes what I'll do is I'll just put it like that, and the straps may move around a little bit, but you could also carry it that way. A little bit easier to put on because you don't have to stretch that out, but again, really well thought out feature for bicycle commuting. It does have reflective strips and reflective lettering on the pack for riding in dusk or at night. Built on the bottom of this pack, this is very important because I live in an environment where you can get sudden rains. It's got a built-in rain cover. So high-vis yellow, and you can just pull this out, put it on your pack when you need it. And it is removable, so you could take it off if you needed to clean it, but it's got a really nice compartment in the bottom to store the rain cover. Now let's take a look inside the pack. And this is not a pack that is just one big compartment. There are individual compartments for organizing your gear, which I actually prefer. The first compartment that I'll look at is kind of closest to the back, and this is a laptop compartment. So you can fit a 15-inch laptop, so I'll demonstrate. I've got a Dell 15-inch, and it's padded, so to keep your laptop really safe and secure, and fits in there real nicely. So that's, again, what I call the laptop compartment. You could also put a tablet or something else in there, but there is another compartment in the main compartment that you can put a tablet. Next on top is a place for putting sunglasses. It's got this protective material to keep things from getting scratched. You can also put a cell phone. This is actually where I keep my cell phone. So I just put that right in there and keeps it nice and secure. Again, you could put some sunglasses or whatever in there. Your next compartment over is, this would be considered the main compartment. And by the way, all these compartments have zippers that go on both sides, so it's easy to really open it up and get into it. So, this is your main compartment, and within the main compartment are other places where you can put things like a tablet. So let me grab my tablet here, and we'll put this inside. So tablet fits really nice right there. You've also got some mesh compartments where you could put a wallet. You could even put your cell phone there if you wanted to. So it's a really spacious compartment for the main compartment. And then on the very back is a smaller compartment that again has mesh panels. I keep my Jaybird headphones in there. And it's got a clip here if you wanted to put your keys on this clip and just drop them down inside that mesh. And this compartment, this is pretty spacious as well. So a lot of room in this backpack. To me, 24, 26 liters is about right. At my height, I'm just under 5'9", and anything bigger than this is just a little bit too bulky for me. Also has another zippered compartment with some mesh here. So again, a lot of places to organize your gear. And then finally, on the sides, you have, this is a place where I actually keep my keys, and it does have a retractable keychain. So a little retractable string here, you can put your keys on there and unlock your door or whatever, and not have to take your keys off of this. So it really helps you not lose your keys. And on the other side is a place for a water bottle. And it even has an extra bungee cord here if you wanted to put it over your water bottle to make sure it doesn't fall out. And finally, you do have a really nice, strong carrying handle at the top. You just want to pick up your backpack like this. And let me mention the change that they've made on this pack. One of the main changes is they call this a kickstand. So you'll notice the pack will stand up, and it does this whether you have gear in it or whether it's empty. So that's a really nice feature, because a lot of times when you get to where you're going, if you're changing clothes in a locker room or whatever, and you just want to set your pack down and not have it fall over, it has this kickstand, which again is a really nice feature that I find very handy. So that is the Radial 26 backpack made by Osprey. Again, this is a pack that is designed specifically for bicycle commuting, but it can also be a great day pack if you don't want a pack that is just one big compartment, but rather has different compartments for organizing and sorting your gear. So the Radial 26 retails for 170 bucks. The Radial 34 retails for 180. Yeah, that's a pretty good size investment for a backpack, but this thing is so well thought out. For the serious bike commuter, It's got pretty much every feature you're going to need in a backpack. Maybe commuting to work in a Lexus or BMW doesn't really fit into your budget, but for 170 bucks, you can own a really sweet backpack for getting to work. If you have any questions or comments about this, leave them below. Thanks for watching.